What's up, everybody? Master of all things here, back at again with another video. I know the schedule has been cooked. I know it's been almost all week since a new video come out. I did say Saturday, I did say Monday, and Friday we're gonna video, and nothing came out. I know that for a fact. But I did have work the whole. Well, I work all week, but it was just work. Like I was just coming in late at work at home. So, and I was tired and I really didn't have enough time to make a video. So apologies for the shitty schedule. And yeah, that's really it. Like I can't really, it was just my bad for making a shitty schedule. So probably from now on for the weekends, I'm gonna start pre-recording my videos just cause it makes it easier on me. So I don't gotta worry about coming home from work and then like worrying about making a video. And I can make a video Friday, Saturday, Sunday, pre-record more, and then just release them more. So I think that's what I'm gonna start doing. So hopefully today, I'm gonna release a video today, tomorrow, and then pre-record some videos for Monday and Friday. I'd have to see. Like again, guys, I'm sorry about the schedule. I know I think it's been like 5 days since the other one. I did say I was gonna release it on Monday, but I've just been busy for work. So I apologize, but let's get on with the video. Today I'm rating some UFC fighters based on how cooked they are in 2026. As you can see, the lineup, most of these fighters are pretty cooked. But from S is like, yo, you're cooked. Like you're losing. Like you're just done for in 2026. And D is like you're guaranteed to win. Like you're gonna be guaranteed to win. Most of these fighters here either are not. No, most of them are just not really doing good in the UFC. So let's get started with the first person, which is Tom Aspinall. And I'm gonna say C. Honestly, actually B. It's 50-50 right now. He may or may not even fight in 2026, but if he does, it's low-key scary because of how Ciryl Gane was fighting, and plus his eyes. So I might fuck up his whole fighting style or the way he fights. Maybe not. Maybe he just fights the same, knocks him out. But low key, it is kind of scary. I am kind of scared of him because like I like Tom Aspinall. I don't want him to lose. So him losing is gonna be kind of sad for me to watch, just because we all watched him get to the title just for him to get the interim title, just for him to get no fight with John Jones, have to defend the interim title, be sidelined for over a year because of that, and then when he gets to fight, it's a no contest, and then he still didn't even get to actually defend it, and he's getting surgery. So for 2026, it's kind of, if he goes back pretty early, he's kind of cooked. But I think he's smart enough to play safe, wait as long as he needs to, and then when he finally comes back, I think he's gonna be a-okay. But that's a big if on when or how he comes back. So right now it's a 50-50 right now. And maybe C, you could argue for C. I wouldn't say D just because we haven't seen him in the other rounds, and we didn't really get enough chance to see them. They were kind of close. Ciryl Gane won in the first round, but we don't know what could happen the second, third, or fourth if the game even goes to those rounds. So yeah, right now it's a 50-50. For Dricus, I think C. Or I think D. I think he's gonna fight Brendan Allen, and I think he's gonna win. I think he's gonna beat Brendan Allen, and then he might fight maybe Reiner de Ridder, maybe Kyle Braulio. I think he's gonna fight Brendan Allen, the winner of Kyle Braulio and Reiner de Ridder, if Hamzat is still champion in 2026. If he's not, then he might just fight for the title after Brendan Allen. But I think he's gonna fight 2 times this year. If he does, I think he's scheduled to fight like around the middle or early middle 2026. I think they said he was gonna come back, but I think he's definitely gonna be Brendan Allen. That's something I'm sure of. And I think he's probably gonna beat. He's either gonna fight one more time, which I think he's also gonna win. I don't think there's really anyone else in the UFC that I can really think of him losing to, except maybe those Reiner de Ridders and Anthony Hernandez, and maybe Imavov, but he's not gonna fight him because Hamza and Imavov are fighting, but if I think he's guaranteed a win in 2026. I don't think he's cooked. Maybe 2027 once he goes to challenge for the title for whoever that is. That might, because it's probably gonna be Hernandez or someone else. Maybe, I'm not sure yet, but I think in 2026 he's safe. Now for this guy, honestly, I hate to say it, but I think he's cooked. I think he's just cooked. I don't think he's gonna lose 2 times this year, but I think he's just gonna lose once and then sit out for the rest of the year. Is my opinion. The Carlos Prates fight was just sad to watch. I know everyone hates him because the way he acted as a champion, which is rightfully so. Like, bro was being a dickhead to Balal when people were being a dickhead to him on the come up. But after the losses with Sean Brady and then the knockout loss against Carlos Prates, and then he's either gonna fight another up and comer or someone not even ranked. Honestly, I think, or because I don't think they're gonna give him a washed fighter like Gilbert Burns or someone else. Because I think they're just saving those fighters just to build fighters coming up. I don't know who, honestly. I'm trying to think of any unranked fighters. I know I'm a little casual, but but I don't see him losing. I mean, I don't see him winning, honestly. I don't. I mean, maybe I do, but even then, I feel like the only way he wins if he gets a washed fighter. Like if he gets someone like Gilbert Burns, Steven Thompson, someone knows those people, he's gonna win. He's not bad enough to fight the other washed fighters. But if he's gonna fight someone like, again, someone like Michael Morales, I'm trying to think. Joaquin Buckley, I think he loses too. He's in the list, and I'll say, and I'll give you my prediction. But I think he loses. If he gets another rematch against Kobe Covington, he's probably gonna win. But if he gets someone young, up and coming, who doesn't even have to be really that good, Carlo Prates is a good fighter, but I wanna call him amazing. I think he's just gonna lose, honestly. His chin's not really good enough to hold up, and you've seen his grappling against Sean Brady. It's not that good, so I think it's just gonna be cooked in 2026. For Steve Erceg, I think I think it's another 50-50. Actually, no. See, I think he's most likely safe. I think he's gonna be safe for 20. I think he's gonna either be 1-1 or he's gonna be just one. I think he's gonna fight once this year. I kind of hope he doesn't. I kind of hope he fights twice. But yeah, that's really it. The O'Day Osborne win wasn't really that good because you could kind of argue he lost. Like when I was watching the fight, I was like, "Oh, did he win? He low key might have lost. He got rocked the first round. You could argue the third round he won, but the second round you could argue he lost. So it was kind of tough. And he got, I think, in every single fight since the Pantoja when he's been rocked. Because Kaka France, he got knocked out. And then the Moreno, I think he got rocked a couple times. And then the Ode Osborne, he literally, he got hit and then was going to the cage, which, no joke, for that moment, I got sad. I was like, yo, is my GOAT washed? Is my glorious King Steve Erceg washed? But now he clutched up. But at the same time, it wasn't like a good performance, except the third round. The second round was like a big if, and it was almost a 10-8 round if he didn't if he didn't go for the takedown and while getting knocked down or stunned. But shit, I think he can win. I don't really see like someone that has knockout power enough. He's good all around, but I think he's just like, it's the way he fights. Sometimes he leaves himself too open to the point where it's like people are catching on. Like obviously the cock here in front to Moreno, like they're hitting you a lot in the chin, bro. You gotta like keep that chin up. Please stop. But yeah, I think he's gonna win once. I think he's probably gonna be good. This guy, I think, yo, the fucking Horiguchi fight, he actually got fucking dog walked on. Oh my god, I feel bad for him. He actually got shitted on. It was actually sad. I think I'm gonna do for 2026, low key. I think I'm gonna do A. He's not that good, honestly. Like I was seeing his fights, he was like losing badly. It was so bad, but even like the other fights, it's like not that good a fighter. He's all right. Like he's kind of, but like I wouldn't call him anything decent. I'd call him decent, but I don't see him. I mean, maybe he wins his next fight. Actually, I'll put. Maybe I was overreacting. I'll put C. I think I'll put the same tier C versus. Like, I think he's gonna win, but it's just probably gonna be another boring decision. I don't really see him winning that good. I don't want him to lose, but the way I mean, I don't really care. He's not one of my favorite fighters, but damn, the way he lost was like kind of made me sad. I'm like, damn, bro. Yeah, you got rocked like 3 times in the fight. You got fucking leg hit in the fucking head with the leg kick and got submitted, got owned, bleeding, cooked, everything. But I think he's a pretty decent fighter. I think I was overreacted, but yeah, he's decent, but I wouldn't call him amazing. So we got Aljamain Sterling. I think he's pretty much. I think he's cooked. Not the same way as Leon, where he's just gonna lose. I guarantee loss, but I think he's just gonna lose. Oh no, I don't think badly. I think he's gonna lose by maybe like another most far decision, pretty close. But I think Yair. I think the only person he beats is Yair. But if he fights Volk, he's losing. If he fights Diego, he's losing. If he fights Silva, he's losing. If he fights, I forgot the guy's name, but he just beat Giga Jakazi, he's losing. I think Arnold Allen beats him. I think really the only people he beats is maybe Yair, Patricio, Danige, but those are lower in the ranks. So he's guaranteed to fight someone upper in the ranks later this year probably, and I just don't think he's gonna win either of those. But I don't think it's gonna be like a bad loss. I think it'll just be like a good decision lost. He's annoying. He's kind of annoying, but he's not like a bad person. But he needs one more win for a title. But for that title, he's gonna be against some people that he's just probably not gonna beat, in my opinion. If you hear anything in the background, no, you don't. All right, next guy. Cooked, 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 cooked. Conor McGregor, get your candy ass back in the ring. Yeah, bro, it's not gonna work. I'm sorry, it's not gonna work, bro. Conor McGregor is not coming back. He's probably gonna fight. I don't know. Some literally, I think at this point anyone beats Michael Chandler. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyone beats him. I think he's at this point he's too old. He's predictable now. People are like now predicting how he fights, which is not really a good thing. Like people know how you fight, but like the way Chandler fights, it's like so easy to know what he's doing, and he leaves himself open for so many shots and takedowns. That's why Patty was like after like he lost the first round, he like slaughtered him in the second round. I think it lasted to the third round, but yeah. So I don't think he like even Conor McGregor. I think I think he's Conor McGregor probably gonna beat him. I really don't think even if he comes back, I feel like he's just cooked. I don't really see him winning at all. I actually just think he's cooked for 2026. I think he's gonna retire badly in 2026. Like he's either gonna lose to Conor McGregor and then retire, or just lose to someone coming up and then just be unranked and then retire. I don't see him. I don't see him winning. I'm sorry, but he really just did this to himself. It's really just caused by him, unfortunately. And I also think the same thing could be said about this guy right here. I think he's also just cooked, but I think this as the same thing as Aljamain Sterling. I think he's just gonna lose by decision. I don't think it's gonna be bad, but I think it is gonna be by decision by Brian Ortega. I don't see him really beat. I think Brian Ortega most likely beats him by decision, and then maybe he'll get one fight against Manuel Torres. I think the guy is. He might. The one who just beat the wrestler. I'm trying to think. I think wasn't he the guy who said like Islam Makhachev, I'm your replacement. But I think he's probably gonna lose to Brian Ortega and lose to Manuel Torres. Honestly, yeah, bro, you're kind of cooked. He's kind of cooked for 2026. I think Manuel Torres is gonna KO him at this point in his career. I think late next year or early 2027, I think he's just gonna retire. I don't really. He's already 35, 36. I don't really see him staying for the sport too much longer. And he already basically admitted he just wants money fights. So it's not. If he loses a chance to get those fights, he's just not gonna take it. We got Jamal Hill. I think. I think it's the same thing as Aljamain. I think it's slightly worse than Aljamain. I'll put him above him right there. But he most likely loses to someone else. Let me see. I just don't see him winning any matches. Honestly, I think, unfortunately, I don't think he's that bad, but I think he literally won the title off circumstances. He only got the fight because the Magomed and I'm blanking, but that fight got a draw. He beat Glover to beat the champion. He fucked up. I think it was his foot. And then came back, lost badly to Alex. The Yuri one was competitive, but I think it was pretty much the third round where we knew he was gonna win. And then he got not KO'd, but TKO'd. And then Roundtree, he just got outclassed, outworked. His footwork is insane. Honestly, I think UFC coaches use his fighting style to be like, yo, don't do this. Do not fight like this guy, bro. This proves just how it's ineffective. He's most likely he can beat people outside the rankings, but I think most of the top 15 is just gonna beat him. Unfortunately, I think his mental game is now like kind of cooked. Since the way he loses, it kind of takes a toll on your mental, and I think at this point, I don't think Jamal Hill's coming back. As sad as that is, I know most people hate him, even though that low key people were kind of racist to him, but yeah, he's kind of cooked for 2026. Dan Hooker, I think he wins one, lose one. I think he's gonna lose to BSD and probably beat someone. I think they might feed him outside the ranking or just around the top 15. And maybe he wins one of those, because I think the top 15, most of them are kind of weak, except the ones that just got in, they're good. But most of the top 15 are kind of old, because right now, the old ones I'm really thinking of is Moicano, which I just put, and Brian Ortega. That's going to fight soon, and I think he beats both of them. I don't think he loses to them, but I think he's going to lose to BSD, unfortunately. I think he's probably just going to get submitted. But he's not bad. I think he's good enough to get the win, but I think it's going to be like 2 years ago, Dan Hooker, where he was like 2-2 or 3-3 or 1-2. I don't think he's going to be that good. I don't think he's going to be, Jesus Christ, I think he's going to be 1-1 this year. Yeah, maybe I think Moicano, he's most likely going to beat if he loses to BST. Benio Dariush might be the last fight. Michael Chandler, he probably wins. And that's pretty much it. If he gets a third fight this year, Rufi, Fiziev, Torres, I think he loses against those guys because they're just kind of way better. And then the top 5, I think everyone just beats him. Ilya, obviously, Armin, Charles, Max, Justin, Patty I want to see just because of the beef right now they got, even though Dan Hooker is completely in the right. I do want to see that fight. Whoever, if you know, you know. Patty was talking crazy for a big joke. So I do want to see that fight if both of them lose, honestly. I don't really care if it doesn't make sense, but for the beef they got, bro, you might as well just make it. Even if both of them lose, I'd rather see one of them. I'd rather see Dan Hooker win. Patty's has been a dickhead. Like, bro, if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. If you know, you know. Last one we got is him, Joaquin Buckley. I think he's also, damn, this seems kind of racist. But nah, he's I think it's 50-50 actually. Let me change that. Since he did get dry humped by Kamaru Usman, I think he's probably gonna get someone lower in the rankings. But honestly, I think he beats almost everyone under him. it's the people that are above him that's just like making it harder. Because the people below him, even Bilal Muhammad, maybe he could beat him. Let me see. Sean Brady, maybe. He beats Gabriel Bonfim. I think he definitely beats Steph Neal. He definitely beats he beat Kobe Covington. He definitely beats Gilbert. He definitely beats Daniel Rodriguez. He most likely beats Leon. Everyone in the top 5. Islam, he's losing. But I don't think he's gonna get a title shot in 2026. That's almost impossible. Shafkat, he's probably gonna also get dry humped. Same thing with Ian. He's probably gonna get dry humped. Marco Morales, I think he gets knocked out. And then Carlos Prates, I think it's a big 50-50 the way Joaquin fights. But I think he's gonna win. I think it's gonna be like Dan Hooker. I think he's gonna be 1-1 this year. Hopefully, I do like Joaquin Buckley. He has a cool personality in the UFC. But I don't think he has to really get really good favorable matchup because how big everyone else compared to him is. Honestly, I think he might fight. If I had to guess, I think he fights Leon. My guess, Leon. And then, if it happens, the loser of JDM versus Morales or Prates. So if either of them loses, I think he'll fight them. And then, but yeah, honestly, I think the most favorite matchup is Carlos Prates, because they're both. Because I think because this is the shorter fighter, he might have the advantage of like, he might. But honestly, I think he still loses to those people just because of their knockout power. And Joaquin Buckley is kind of, he's not chinny, but he does get knocked out in some of his losses, and they were kind of bad. So I think he loses to those fighters. But I think in 2026, I think he might be 1-1 or 1-0 is my prediction. So yeah, this is a list, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like I said, I'm sorry about the shitty scheduling that's been this week. I'm gonna try to pre-record some videos. I'm gonna release this one today. Hopefully release one tomorrow, and then pre-record some videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll see if I can get 2 videos pre-recorded so I can release those. But yeah, guys, sorry about the late video. Actually, it's not late. It is gonna be late. But yeah, guys, I see you. This ending is awful, but thank you guys for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.